Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing some canning, which is part of the new series. But before we jump into that, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We are bringing out various types of videos over the next coming weeks and months. So if you hit that notification bell, you will not miss any video. Well, let's get into some canning. Today we are canning blueberries. Now I bought 12 little punnets for 45p each, and I've just got to wash these. All these have been washed. I've got some light syrup here, 2 cups of sugar to 4 cups of water. I've got my steam canner warming up, and there we are. I have my jars in the oven, sterilised and heating up. So I'm going to get these washed, get the syrup on, and then we will be ready to start doing things. So I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, I've just rinsed them off, and now I'm just going through them to make sure they're all okay, and any very squishy ones are being put in the tub. That's just a few that are not really great to can with. So I'm pulling off any stems as well, because you don't want stems in there. At the same time, I'm actually going to put on the sugar and the water to start making our simple syrup. Most of these are absolutely beautiful. I only bought them today because I knew I had time to can. That's why I bought them. Okay, there we are. So out of 12 punnets, that was all that I'm not willing to can. They're all a bit soft. So they're all there. Just keep an eye on this. I've got my bands in a pot. It's just empty, there's no water or anything in it. I've got my funnel and my lids in some water that I boiled from the kettle. I also have some white vinegar and some paper towels, a ladle and jar lifters. And over here I've got 2 tea towels folded on top of each other. I put the jars on and filled them. I'm going to be hot packing them. Right. My thermometer keeps turning itself off, which is not good. We're just waiting for this to boil. As you can see, it's not quite yet. See, my thermometer is on, let's have a look, 140.7. It needs to be 180 for hot pack. So what I will do is I will bring you back when this is up to a boil. Okay. This has just come up to a boil. Woo. Okay, and I'm going to dump all the blueberries into there. Here we are. I'm going to bring that back up to a boil, not very long. And what I'm going to do, if we've got any syrup left, I will be jarring that up and canning that as well, because it'd be like blueberry syrup. And who wouldn't like that on pancakes or waffles? Okay, I'm going to cool them down because they are hot and that's all what counts. So I'm going to move them to there a moment. Just checking. I'm almost there on the canner. I don't know how many this is going to do. Let's grab 4 out for a minute. What I'm trying to do is get the blueberries in first and top up with the syrup after. Right, I actually forgot to grab my debubbler tool, so I've just done that. Right, looks like we might need another jar. Okay. Let me grab another jar. That has too many in. It's to a ½ inch headspace. Debubbling. Now we're going to measure ½ inch. You see on there, which is that one. Do with probably just a little more syrup in them. Now we're going to get some kitchen roll, white vinegar, and we're going to wipe around these rings really, really well. We don't want anything to interfere with our seals. Okay, let's get these lids on. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do them fingertip tight. Okay, let's get these into the canner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just pop that there for a second. Oop. Don't know how much syrup I'm going to have and whether I need to use a big jar or small ones. start with this one first. Perfect. So we're going to quickly wipe this one. Okay, that's going in the canner. Okay, now when that red needle gets to this little notch here, goes just past it, that's when we start timing this for 15 minutes. These are pint jars. There we are. I'll bring you back nearer the time. Okay, we're right in the right zone. So the timer now starts for 15 minutes. I will bring you back when the 15 minutes is done for the next step. Okay, we're on 20 seconds before the canner is done. So we have 5 seconds. Okay, we're now going to turn off the heat. That's off, and we're going to drop this to 5 minutes. I'm going to pull this canner towards me so it's off the heat. And 5 minutes just to sit there. I will bring you back when the 5 minutes is done to pull out those jars. Okay. This means the canner is done. Woo! Had a little bit of siphoning, but that's fine. I don't mind that. It happens. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. That one's got a wrinkle there. Let's put that over there then. And 1 syrup. Fantastic. Now we leave them here to sit overnight and to see if they've sealed. So I'll bring you back later to see if they're sealing. See you in a bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one has not sealed. This one has. So just one's not sealed, and that is fine. I will use that in the week to make a crumble. So what I'll do is I'll pull that off, and I'm just going to put a screw top on it. Bear with me, I just get a screw top. There we are. This is screw top. And I will put that one, when it's cooled down, into my fridge. Which, I don't mind one, just one. And that's fine. looks like we've got a blueberry pie or blueberry crumble this week for pudding. Yes, lovely jubbly. So they have all sealed, so that is brilliant. I'm going to leave them well alone until tomorrow morning, when we're going to take all these bands off, give the jars a good scrub, dry them, and then we can put them on our shelves. So, okay, this is just before I go to bed. These, they have stayed sealed. I put that one in that didn't seal. He's in my fridge, and I'm hoping to show you what I'm going to do with that tomorrow. Fingers crossed that I get around to it. Anyway, I just wanted to show that these have stayed sealed, and I will wash and scrub them up tomorrow, get all the stickiness off. As you can probably see on this one, just there. That's why you always give them a scrub. I'm not going to touch or move them anymore. That is it. And I will be back tomorrow to wash and scrub them and show you what I make with that jar that I've put in the fridge. Okay. I'm going to take the bands off of these blueberries. I didn't get myself a cloth. I'm going to put a squirt of white vinegar in, helps cut through all the stickiness, and we're going to give these a good clean. One out of the way, on to the next one. This is the one what's just the syrup. Don't leave these bands in the water too long because they will rust, so always make sure that you dry them thoroughly as well. You can see by the colour of the water how much stickiness would have been on the outside of those jars. Okay, these are all clean. Isn't that syrup a pretty colour? So these are all been cleaned, so they can now go on the pantry shelf. Now let me move these out of the way a moment. Okay, and I was going to show you what I do with the one that didn't seal, apart from throw the lid in the dish and make a mess. I'm actually going to tip this in here. Like so. I'm going to get a can of apples. I'm going to strain these off. Okay, I've strained them off. I'm going to stick those in there. All that in for a wash. I'm going to mix in some corn flour I've just put in some corn flour that I'm just working in at the moment. So this will be blueberry and apple. Just going to put just to thicken it up slightly. There's probably a couple of tablespoons of corn flour in. Okay, let me get a bowl and I will be back. Okay, I've got half a jar of a spice cake mix. I'm just gonna throw into here. I've got some butter, and I've chopped roughly 3/4 of it up, and I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna save this bit for a little bit. Now we're gonna work that butter in to this cake mix so it resembles sort of like crumbs. Okay, I'm just going to get my hands in now, just see if I can work it in a bit more. I think that will do. So it's looking like almost like breadcrumbs. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on over the pudding. Okay, sorry about that, my camera battery died, so let's get this whipped up. So, I'm going to tip that onto there like that, and now I'm going to try and cut some pats of butter, and we're just going to pop them on. It's not the neatest of cutting because I can't do things one-handed like that. I was just thankful I didn't cut my finger off. Okay, now we're going to whack that, put that in the oven just like that for anything between 20 minutes and half an hour. When it's done, I will bring you back to show you what it looks like. And there we are. You can see it's just come out the oven, it's still bubbling, and that's what it looks like, and that will taste delicious. So I hope you like this canning video. Please consider subscribing, because we are bringing out videos on canning, dehydrating vlogs, and we're even throwing in some craft ones. So don't forget to hit that notification bell, that way you will not miss a video. So until next time, happy canning all!